Tibet will call on the West for help. I am sending delegations to America and Great Britain, as well as India, in hope that these countries will recognize our independence. Lukangwa and Lobsang Tashi, I am making you my prime ministers. Send a delegation to China. We will begin to make plans for reforms and modernization. Today, I declare a general amnesty. Free the prisoners.
It's time to take this down.
You still won't come?
No, Holiness. You must continue to study very hard. And don't let them tangle you in politics. Remember, you're a monk.
I'll miss you.
We have had fun, you and I.
Yes, we have.
And you have grown up very good.
And you have grown older and more stubborn. But you've stayed good.
Tonight, Kunti, you see the world. The gods will win, the devils will lose. I'll send it back to you. It'll work. Goodbye, Kunti.
We will move the government to Dunga Monastery near the Indian border. We will wait there for the world's response to our crisis.
For a short time. He will not leave Tibet. He will return.
Please don't let him go. Don't let him go.
The precious one will not abandon you, please. Precious one will not abandon you. He will return. He will not leave Tibet. Please get up. Please let him go. Please, he will return. He will not leave Tibet. Please, please. Oh, my. He will not leave Tibet. The precious one will not abandon you. Please, please, Venerable Monk. Please, please, please.
Yes, Holiness.
Where are you from?
Come, Holiness.
Warriors.
We are dead, Holiness.
My army and the Kambas. They fight with almost nothing. No airplanes, no trucks, no weapons, nothing. No one can stop them, not even me.
They fight for you, Holiness. Are they wrong?
Violence is never good. Every result, be it good or bad, it had a cause.
Why have they come, Holiness? What did we do that is bad?
Non-violence takes a long time.
Do we have the time, Holiness?
I have never known.
Holiness, this has come for you.
And at the time of midnight, the Bodhisattva saw clear light. Then he saw in a single instant the three states of existence: the past, the present, and the future, purified by the clear light. Then sitting at the tree of enlightenment, he conquered all the devils. No, wait. Yasha. Wait, please. Let's do away with some of these formalities. It's enough now. Stop, please.
Holiness, your Nepalese visitors, it appears they've brought you an elephant.
An elephant?
Yes, Kuntun, an elephant.
Is it here now?
They have it with them.
How fortunate.
He's a modern man, just like he was the last time.
Today, the surrender of Tibet is complete. In Peking, representatives from Tibet and the People's Republic signed a 17-point agreement returning Tibet to the motherland. The Dalai Lama's representatives have signed the agreement in his name and with his best wishes for Tibet's speedy reunification with the motherland. Point 1. The Tibetan people shall unite and drive out imperialist aggressors from Tibet. Point 2.
Your Holiness, may I present General Chang Chin-wu.
Chairman Mao asked me to convey his respect. I have been instructed to provide you with this copy of the 17-point agreement for your signature. I am empowered to accept your ratification. I'm certain you wish to return to Lhasa. Do you have plans to return soon?
We are discussing our plans.
And we can discuss our plans with you in Lhasa when you return. Thank you. Let me know if we can be of any help on your return journey.
I thought he would be some kind of monster, even with horns growing out of his head. But he's only a man, just an ordinary human being, like myself.
They are the worst of the worst. They're worse than ghosts.
We were like you. We were an isolated country. Then trade began for spices, silks, tea, but there was nothing that we the Chinese wanted from the West, so they gave us something to want. Opium. We craved opium. They tried to use it to destroy us, the imperialists. We are here to rescue you from imperialists, or they'll do the same to you.
You cannot imagine sitting here what I came from. The floods, the famines were so bad. China was fragmented. Society was crumbling. There was a day before the war when I came upon a man with a dead baby. He was going to cook it. He shouted. It died. I did not kill it. It died. That is what it was like in China before Chairman Mao.
We believe that the time has come for you to go to India. India is our friend. You'll be safe there. The Americans will help us, Holiness. You've read their letter.
That letter is unsigned. It is not a real promise. China is close. America is far away. Many Tibetans could die, and China would still be close.
If you stay in Tibet, we cannot guarantee your safety, Holiness.
If you flee, Holiness, you might never be able to return.
We've managed the Chinese for many years.
These are not the Chinese we know, Holiness. These are communists.
The fifth Dalai Lama joined an alliance with the Chinese, and a great spiritual revolution began in the East.
A spiritual revolution. Does it begin like this?
Friends, who is the fifth Dalai Lama now? Things change. Our own short lifetimes are not the only consideration. My first and foremost duty is to protect my people. I'm going back.
At first, things were good. The People's Liberation Army were kind and helpful. But that was a long time ago. They were with me all the time. Never left me alone. Prodding and insulting.
Mother, no women in the monastery after dark. Go on.
They have burned homes, bullied people like they did me. They think they let me come They let me go because...
Tell me.
The Chinese believe I've agreed to kill you.
Kill me?
I am to convince the Dalai Lama to agree to their rule. And if I cannot convince you, they believe I will kill you.
They think my own brother will kill me? They believe that?
I hate meeting up here. This place is a tribute to the past. And another thing, I want the songs stopped.
Songs? What songs?
Street songs about General Tan. They are singing about his gold watch. He's right. They're quite insulting.
We have no authority to ban singing in our country.
Then ban the public meetings. And we want 2,000 more tons of barley.
This is impossible. You will bring famine down on the people of Tibet. More food, the best land for your soldiers to camp.
The People's Liberation Army pays for all food and lodging.
So far they do, but the quantity does not exist. You will have to reevaluate your needs.
How much tea do you drink, Prime Minister?
It depends on the quality, and that it be Indian.
I am instructed to tell you today that plans for the Tibetan army to be absorbed into the People's Liberation Army have been finalized.
I will not approve it.
Then we will begin by replacing the Tibetan flag with the flag of the motherland.
And we will begin with tearing it down.
I'm so sorry.
It must be done. We can no longer meet with the Chinese. They refuse us.
I accept your resignations.
Have you chosen your new Prime Ministers, Holiness?
There will be no new Prime Ministers. They have taken away our silence.
Britain, Nepal, America, India. All of those governments have refused to meet with our representatives.
And the United Nations?
The United Nations voted not to hear our appeal.
So, we must face China and her might all alone?
I'm afraid so. We have no choice but to negotiate. The Chinese must come to Lhasa.
Times are desperate, Pala. We can go to Peking.
Go The news of the People's Liberation Army's march into Tibet was enthusiastically supported by all sections of the population. In particular, Tibetans in all parts of China jubilantly celebrated the news and demanded their return to the motherland. The mission of China is to bring progress to Tibet. We welcome you, Tibet, back to the motherland.
It is too early to implement all the clauses of the 17-point agreement. The pace of reform must meet with the desires of the Tibetan people. Changes must be made slowly, as you yourself judge necessary. Tibet is a great land, a wonderful history. Long ago, you even conquered a part of China. But now, you have fallen behind, and we want to help you. In 20 years' time, you could be ahead of us. And then, it will be your turn to help China. You know, my mother was a Buddhist. I have a great respect for your Lord Buddha. He was anti-caste, anti-corruption, anti-exploitation. For some, politics and religion can mix. Please, have some sweet, made in my home province, the kind my mother used to make.
I have great hopes for a mutual cooperation. He has made important promises. You know, his family were Buddhists. They were farming people. I think socialism and Buddhism have some things in common.
She will be fine, Your Holiness. The climate does not agree with her.
He has made important promises.
As you say.
I hope you will not feel badly about all the things of childhood you missed. You lost so much. I am sorry. Goodbye, Kundu.
Goodbye, Kundu.
Goodbye, Kundu.
No, Nobu, don't die. No, none of you, don't die.
In passing, a few words about our nation's minorities. The people of the whole country are pleased that the minority nationalities and the Han people are united. But we must combat Han chauvinism. Don't get the idea that it is the Han nationality that has been primarily helping the minority nationality. The minorities have given the Han people great help. Their every participation in the community of the China.
Dalai Lama, excuse me. Chairman Mao Zedong has sent for you.
Dalai Lama, thank you for coming so late.
I leave tomorrow.
Yes, I know. How has your stay been?
Very interesting. Your factories are very impressive. And I enjoyed that.
You have a lot to learn. How to draw out people's opinions and make decisions. Instruct your young Tibetans. When I make contact with you, I want to reach you through a Tibetan, not a Chinese.
Very good. I agree with some of your ideas. For years, we have been reforming our monasteries and reorganizing
Your attitude is good, you know. I understand you well. But you need to learn this. Religion is poison. Poison. Like a poison, it weakens the race. Like a drug, it retards the mind of people and society. The opiate of the people. Tibet has been poisoned by religion, and your people are poisoned and inferior. Let me walk you to your car. We cannot persuade you to stay in Peking.
I must return.
Take care of your health. Write me often.
Welcome to your old home, Your Holiness.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy and prosperous under the Chinese Communist Party and Chairman Bots.
I admire them so. They face a modern, equipped army, and still they fight.
I have always asked for just plain information.
The Chinese have bombed the monastery of Litang. It has been destroyed. They throw rocks from aeroplanes. Nuns and monks are made to fornicate in the streets. They put their guns in the hands of our Kampa children and force the child to kill the parent.
I'll write to Mao again.
He doesn't answer your letters, Kundun. Non-violence means cooperation when it is possible, and resistance when it is not. You have tried cooperation. Your resistance must come from outside Tibet, Kundun.